Welcome to Subramani. This is another long query, and this is about repayment of a loan or whether to invest. So this is a lady, and she starts by saying, "Thank you for all that you share regarding financial learning, freedom, and lifestyle choices. I read your articles and check into your book suggestions," which means she's reading my blog, not just my videos. Some I've read, some are new, some I do not know whether I will read. I have bought your book, Retire Rich. Thank you, ma'am. I'm curious if you have any input for a 41-year-old, and I feel I am a bit financially stuck and a little unsure. I've been frugal and financially responsible all my life. All I have is a small mortgage for the house. I don't have a car loan. My educational loans have been paid off long back, and I've been saving my whole life, but I'm realizing that I may not be the most efficient saver stroke investor. I have saved since I was little and started contributing to PPF immediately on getting my first job at the age of 23. I bought a small house at the age of 27 and paid off the mortgage in 8 years' time. I did my best, and I do my best to save a lot. I paid off the mortgage early, and I am contributing 1.5 lakhs to my PPF. I have a small young girl, daughter, who is about 10 years of age. I don't have any investments in her name, no government investments. I don't live very luxurious life, just professional work for me and my husband. He too is not very big spender, and he has both of us have a gym membership. We are very active in our lives. We run, we cycle, and the balance in my PPF is a little frustrating because I've been putting 1.5 lakhs now for about 17 years, and the amount is it's just not growing at a fast pace, especially when I see charts and graphs of people showing how much it has grown in their mutual funds. I have invested in mutual funds. It is not as though I have not, but I started very small and started long ago, but I still have approximately 1.5 crore in mutual funds. And now I'm wondering, I have a CTC of about 12 lakhs. My husband has a CTC of about 17-18 lakhs. He also does not have any debt, except that he has a small mortgage for a house which he bought some time ago, but that is very small, and we will be able to pay the EMI. Now the question is, I have bought a new house, which is a bigger house, by selling off my old house. I've stuck to most of your conditions for borrowing for a house, and we have an emergency fund. I'm just trying to read a little faster. I have an emergency fund, and that money used to lie in mutual funds. However, after the Franklin Templeton saga, I didn't know what to do. About 5-6 lakhs of my money is stuck in Franklin Ultra Short Bond Fund, and the other remaining money I removed from credit risk funds, and I have kept all my money now in liquid funds and in bank deposits. Now should I move half of the emergency savings to some kind of investments? We have never touched the emergency savings, so between us we have about 1 year's expenses. Both of us have stable jobs. Both of us during this lockdown have not had any problems. I even got my annual increase and bonuses. So I tried learning about direct equity investing, but I am very scared to lose money, and therefore I am not sure what to do. Now, what should I do with my 25 lakh loan? It is definitely manageable for us. We will be able to pay this EMI very comfortably. Now the question I'm asking is, should I put a rupee in the stock market, or should I put my rupee in, I wouldn't even say put my money in real estate, should I put money in repaying the loan? I have this loan which was taken for about 20 years, there is 17 years left. Should I keep paying it for the next 17 years? I'm sure I will hold my job for another 17 years. Or should I repay this quickly and then start investing? My husband can also afford to repay his mortgage, which is not a big amount. Now, I know one thing, that when I pay off my mortgage early, it means I can sleep better at night. However, when I see the graphs and charts after a long period of time, I feel that I should not have repaid. Now my question is, what should I do? How should I repay this 25 lakhs? And like I said, it is only about 2 years CTC for me alone. Between me and my husband, our income is far greater than this 25 lakhs. So here is the question, what should we do? Well, as I said, it's a long question. It is a 6-minute question, so my answer will also have to be 6 minutes. So there is no, first of all, there is no right answer, wrong answer for a question like this. One, she is very clear in what she wants to do. She obviously has created wealth for her daughter. She's got one child who is just about maybe 10-11 years of age, and husband also is a frugal person, so they don't have too much of expenses. They are able to invest a lot, and a 25-30 lakh rupee loan would mean just a 25,000-30,000 rupee EMI. Not that it is very easy, because on a 10 lakh 11 lakh salary that she takes home, she may not have too much surplus after paying a 25,000 rupee EMI. But husband is also earning, and husband is again repaying a very small mortgage. His mortgage is only about 8,000 rupees, which means he's borrowed very less for the house that he bought. And that house is not likely to get any rent, because his parents are living there and it's in a different city. Now the question to ask is, like I said, there are no right answers, wrong answers. If I tell her to continue to invest and the market falls 30%, it will look like very bad advice, and you will know it is bad advice only 1 year later if the market falls. What if the market continues to give her 17% return for next 5 years? Then that makes no sense to repay a loan which is now at 7.11%. It makes no sense. However, if the market tanks, it will look like, oh my God, she could have repaid the loan. Why did she? Because she's got a decent size corpus also, right? So most financially savvy people will lock in for a longish, maybe 20 year or 24 year. She's got more than, she's got 20 years of service left, so she does not have that problem. They both have very stable salaries that they are getting. They definitely can invest more. Remember, over a 20-year period, very high probability that the equity market returns will be far superior to the cost of funds that she has. She has got money only at 7.11%, and I'm sure even if she can get 9-10%, it is not too bad, especially in a reasonably diversified portfolio which she has. Of course, she's got a lot of money in PPF. There is no reason why she should not remove some money from PPF and repay the loan, because it's an old PPF. But the PPF rate is which she is getting will be approximately equal to the rate at which she is paying the mortgage. So she might as well get the interest tax-free in PPF instead of repaying this loan. So no, borrowing from PPF to repay a loan, no, makes no sense, not even for her, who is very well organized financially. But this is also the reason that in this market, when the market is definitely booming, it is very tempting to keep the loan and repay slowly and make some investments. But it is also a great time to be removing money from the market and repaying the loan, right? I'm saying both things. I would think in this case, because the mortgage amount is very small, they should keep the mortgage and keep investing. However, a part of the mortgage they can repay, right? So why not sell some overly inflated share at 5 lakhs and reduce the borrowing from 25 lakhs to 20 lakhs, right? Every solution which she takes, she has to only understand that it has various implications. One, you might get lesser return, but it is also possible that you will have more peace of mind. Second possibility is you will perhaps go and borrow and buy one more house, though I wouldn't advise, because right now they are more in real estate than they have in equity or either equity mutual funds or in direct equity. They don't have too much of a portfolio in direct equity, they are more in equity mutual funds. So there is no one answer which I wish to give. Everything will work for her simply because she lives a frugal life, is earning well. Between husband and wife, they are earning about 30 lakhs. And their mortgage is only 25 lakhs, and the husband has a smallish mortgage of another 6-7 lakhs. So there is absolutely no reason why any strategy will work. If you're more confident that you can invest and you can manage your investments well, by all means do that. But if you think one of you will take a break, your child will come to a higher class and you may want to stay at home to be with her during her exam times or during her education times, then do that. So what I'm saying is there are various options available. Think about all this, and please don't think that loan has to be repaid only in lump sum of 25 lakhs. It is not true. You can always say, I will pay the EMI plus I will repay 1 lakh ad hoc whenever I see the market, whenever I see my portfolio at 2 crores or at 1 crore 90 lakhs, whatever. Put for yourself some price and say, at this stage I will take 1 lakh off and repay my loan. That is likely to reduce the tenor of the loan, which is also perfectly all right. So don't expect bloggers or journalists to be able to give you very specific answers. Specific answers can be only given by advisors. We can broadly say interest rates seem to be soft. It's a great time to keep your loan, but I have no clue what is going to happen in your life professionally, etc., etc., etc. And personal finance is far more personal than finance. Thank you.